How would your business change if you had more engagement on your social media content? And if you had more people that were engaging with your content or commenting, liking it, sharing it. I have 5 types of postings or five types of content that I'm going to be talking about tonight. And I wanted to share this with you so that you can build a social media strategy around it. This is what has worked for me and has worked for many others. And I got the information from other people. I am using it in my business, and it has made a huge difference in the amount of engagement that I get on my content. So stick around. You'll want to hear the 5 different types of content. And also I have a list of things that you can, the types of content then that you can use to get more engagement. So for those of you that have not met me, my name is Anna Olson. I am a coach and mentor teaching small business owners how to use social media to grow their business and their teams. If you are joining me live, please say hello, tell me where you're coming in from, and join the conversation. I would love for you to join the conversation. If you're watching the replay, please say hello, also say hello, and I will come back and say hello in the next day or so, or whenever you watch the replay. So let's talk about, I just have to share with you. When I first got started, I really didn't know what to post, how to post it. It was kind of a guessing game. And actually I had, when I first got started, I used a service where it would automatically post, and things weren't working. And so I had to do some research, and I had to figure out, what works and what doesn't. And I started doing, and of course, all of the social media channels that I use give me insights, tell me what's working and what isn't. And so I paid attention to the posts that really got, the content that really got a lot of engagement, and I just created more of that kind of content. And so I came up with a list, and of course, this is the list that I've seen other people share that this has been working for them. So I picked the top 5 that really work well. So take notes, figure this out, figure out what works for yourself. So the first one that I use, I will pay attention to your headlines. You want to post something, you want to have content that raises eyebrows. They want to know more. They want to know, well, wait a minute, what is this? Why is she saying this? That's the type of content that will raise eyebrows. So think about your titles. Think about how you list things on your page, because people want to know. So that was the first one. The second one is you must be consistent. Consistency is absolutely key in getting more engagement in your content, because people expect it to be there. And if you just drop off and you're not consistent, then people can't depend on you. So you're not going to get the engagement. I have really noticed a huge difference in that now that I have been much more consistent than I used to be. And that makes a big difference. It does make a big difference. The number 3 is create some content that shows behind the scenes, kind of like what is happening behind the scenes. Don't just show don't just show the movie, show what happens behind the scenes. Do something that shows people that you're human, and that there's a lot of work that goes into it, whatever you're doing. How do you come up with your content? Talk about that in a post. Talk about how you come up with your content, the research you did. That's one idea that you can use. That's number 3. Number 4 is think about think about how you list your content. You want to create conversations. So create content that initiates conversations. And when people do ask questions, then make sure you reply. You always respond to every comment that you get, and you also ask another question. Sometimes I will answer by asking another question. I want the conversations to happen. I want the conversations to continue. So it's really important. And then number 5 is make sure you're creative. So many times I see people copying someone else. Somebody's created a post or did something or did a short video of something. And this really happens more on some channels, more than social media channels, more than others. But I see that somebody has created something and then other people will go and copy it. Yes, or model it. I should say model it. I don't necessarily think that people are copying it, but they're modeling it. And that's okay to a certain extent, but be creative. Create your own. Be that content creator that everybody wants to model. That's what you want to think about as you're creating your content. So now the type of posts the type of content to create, I have 7 different ones that I wanted to share. And first of all, you can do an inspirational post, inspirational content, something that inspires someone else. That might be a quote, but not only put out the quote, but then give some context on, what did that quote do for you? Pick something that really spoke to you, and then you can give some context around it. You can do a selfie. I mean, who doesn't do a selfie? Everybody does selfies, right? Or at least you should, because this is how people get to know you. Remember, you want people to get to know you, like you, and trust you. And this is how it happens. You can do a product, a curiosity. If you have product that you're promoting, you can do a product curiosity by showing people how you're using your product. That might be a short video. Be funny and entertaining. Anybody can be funny. It doesn't take too much to be funny. And sometimes you just need to have a conversation with your family members. I know that's for me. I just need to talk to my daughter and I can figure out something to be funny. She's quite entertaining at times. Create a post about your business curiosity. Talk about your business and create curiosity with that. The next one is do a life post. Talk about your life. Talk about your life. Talk about what's happening in your life. Remember, to be on social media, you need to be social and you need to be human. So that's where the life post comes in. And finally, do what I call uh-oh post. And by that, I mean, well, you tried something and that really didn't work. So that's kind of like, uh-oh, it didn't work. And talk about it. Talk about it, how you tried it, and talk about it, how it didn't work. And you had to, and what you learned from it. I mean, we all make mistakes. We all do something that really didn't work. So what did you learn from that? That's really the important part and the message. So anyway, that is what I have for you this evening. I hope that you got some value from this. And yeah. Tell me what spoke to you the most, and we'll talk to you all again on Friday. Have a great one.